In this video we're going to look at how to create a request for quotation. So in the instance where you need to buy a product or service and you are looking to go out to a number of suppliers in which to get a quote, we'll show you how Procurement Pal can help you do that and keep all the information in one place, the same information being communicated to all the suppliers, and a robust comparison between suppliers by using the software. So what we're going to do is we're on the dashboard now, so we're just going to go to create event and we're going to create a new event, and then we're going to go into request for quotation. So we can call this anything you like. I'm going to leave it as event number 2. You can put a description if you want to, the currency, so depending on what country you are and what currency you're in, you can put whatever you like there. There's a very comprehensive list of different currencies. You can send automatic email reminders to suppliers, so if you tick this box, anyone that hasn't yet actually come back with a quote will be reminded every 24 hours if you tick that box. Then you can set your deadline here with your calendar to say what time you want the deadline to be, so what time you want these submissions to be, and the plan type is reverse. So this actually illustrates whether the auction will, or the RFQ will be won via a lower or higher price. So by using a reverse auction, the lowest price wins. We're hoping to pay a low price, so reverse looks like the plan type to use. You can use a forward plan type if you're selling something, maybe some scrap or something like that, and you're looking for scrap dealers to come and bid something. Then a forward plan type might be the plan type to use in that instance. But in this one, we're looking for the lowest price, so the plan type is reverse, and we're going to allow suppliers to bid on individual lots. So I'm going to create 3 lots today, and we'll allow the suppliers to bid on each of those lots individually. If you untick this, you will ask them to bid on all 3 lots in one go. And then if I want to share the results, I can email the results to somebody. I'm not going to do that in this instance, but all that means is at the end of the request for quotation, those results can be emailed to somebody who's interested in the results. And we just go to save and continue. I'm not going to enable a questionnaire here. You can enable a questionnaire, but we're not going to do that today. You can create a questionnaire in there if you want to, but we're not going to do that. So we're just going to save and continue. And I'm going to add my lots here. So I just go to add lot item. I'm going to give you a very simple, we're going to call it lot 1. There's, let's say, 5 in terms of quantity. Unit of measure, let's say, is, keep it simple, each. Current unit of price, so this is the price that you're currently paying for this product. If you don't currently buy this product or service, you just add an estimate here. But yeah, I'm going to add something like, I don't know, £1,000 here, and then the qualification price, if I open this up, is the price that the supplier must come in at in order to be considered for the event. So the qualification price would most realistically be under the current price, assuming you don't want to pay more, but there may be instances due to inflation and such forth that, you know, the price has gone up. So you can put whatever qualification price you want to put in here. I'm going to put $9.90 for argument's sake, GBP. And then I can put in supporting documents. So if I've got a specification, I can put that in here. So I'm going to pretend that I've got a lot 1 specification, and there you go, my lot 1 specification is added here. So if you're buying anything and you've got a spec or some data sheets or whatever it may be, you can add those documents to the lot 1 or to the lot specification. So I go save changes, and I've got that 1 lot created. So I'm just going to quickly add a couple more lots here. So we'll put 10 quantity, unit of measure, and we put in 120, 1200, sorry. Choose files, and I'm going to put in my second lot specification, save changes, add my third lot. I've got 25 of these. Again, quite a comprehensive list of different units of measures. 1500, and I'm going to drop the price right down in order to qualify for this. Choose my specification for lot 3, and there you go, there's my 3 lots. So whatever the product or service is, you can create 3 separate lots for people to bid on and quote on. So I've done these as 3 separate lots, so each supplier can bid on these 3 lots separately, but as I showed earlier on, you can untick that and allow the supplier to bid on all 3 in one go. But for the sake of this particular demonstration, we're just going to do the lots to be bid on separately. And once you've entered all the lots you need to, just go to next, and you can add variables here. So if I want to add a variable like lead time, I can add it in here, and I can do it measured per lot. Or if I want to, if you want to learn more about this, you can go to the master variable training session. But you can add something like lead time. In fact, let's add lead time just for argument's sake here. Unit of measure is in, let's say we're in days, and plan type is reverse. So the lowest lead time is the best. Set. Number of days. So I've added a variable in there. So the supplier is going to be able to not only bid on price, but they're also going to have to supply the lead time. And both price and lead time will dictate who's going to win this piece of business. So if someone bids the same price out of the 2 suppliers or 3 suppliers, but one has a better lead time than the other, then the one with the shortest lead time will win. Also, depending on the weighting that you give in this, if you give a really high weighting to the lead time, then you'll find that perhaps someone with a higher price but a shorter lead time might win. So if I did the weighting 50-50, so 50% of the weighting goes to price and 50% goes to lead time, then it's perfectly plausible that you have one supplier with a higher price, but because of its superior lead time compared to the other suppliers, it will win this piece of business. So it's really up to the user how you define this and what's important to you. Tend to find that clients like to weight price quite heavily, 80, 90%, 95%, etc. So we'll score this 90 and 10. So again, it really comes down to what's important for your business. It could be lead time could be important, brand could be important, quality could be important, payment terms could be important. There's a number of different variables you can add in here, or indeed you could add a questionnaire in here and weight that into the event, and you could weight 50% based on the questionnaire. It really is up to you. So you can use your imagination here to come up with all kinds of possibilities in which to weight this event. But for this particular one, we've only added one variable, which is lead time. So we're going to say the importance of price is 90%, the importance of lead time is 10%. If you don't add up to 100, it obviously won't let you proceed. So that's how we're going to score this one in terms of weighting. In terms of documents, we know that our terms and conditions pull in automatically based on the document library in account management, so we're quite happy with that. Again, if you wanted to add anything other documents here, you could do that from the library or upload a new document. And then we've got no suppliers. These particular lots, we're pretending that they're doors, so this is a big building project. So I've just added all the suppliers that can supply doors into this event. So once I schedule this event, each of these suppliers will be sent an invitation to bid on those 3 lots by the deadline. They can look at the specification and they can judge what they can actually offer for our client based on the spec. So those are my 5 suppliers. I'm just going to go to next, quick overview of what the request for quotation looks like, and I can just schedule the event. And there you go. We can actually see here that one supplier has not been invited. The reason for that is that supplier does not have an email address set up for it, so that's my mistake. But the other 4 suppliers have been invited to quote for this piece of business, so they'll be able to go in now into their dashboard and see this request for quotation and go in and enter the price that they're willing to supply these doors at, and based on the specification that we've provided. And that's how you create a request for quotation. When the suppliers come back, we will be able to see the price and the lead time that they can supply in, and the system will automatically, Procurement Power will automatically work out which is the best supplier to use based on the price and lead time weighting that we provided it. So we provided it 90% based on price and 10% based on lead time. So the system will go away and say, this is the right supplier to use based on the criteria you set. If we set different criteria and we included payment terms in there and brand and all sorts of other variables and set different weightings, again the system would go away and calculate which is the best supplier to use. So again, very visible, very auditable process. All the suppliers get the same information, so everyone's on a level playing field, and the suppliers love it too, because it doesn't always come down to price. It comes down to what's most important to their customers. So it really gives suppliers an idea of what's important to their customers, and therefore they know where they need to improve and make themselves more competitive. So that's request for quotations. See more videos on the supplier's response and scoring questionnaires and requests for quotations in later videos. But for now, if there's any questions on this particular video, please email dan@procurementpower.com.